Every year, over 11 million metric tons of waste enter our oceans. That's the equivalent of a garbage truck dumping trash into the sea every single minute. The ocean makes up more than 70% of our planet's surface. It provides us with oxygen, regulates climate, supports biodiversity, and feeds billions of people. But this vital life source is under serious threat. Ocean pollution is no longer just an environmental issue. It's a global crisis that affects every one of us. Ocean pollution is a problem that spans the entire globe, from the Arctic to the tropics. No corner of the ocean is untouched. Hundreds of marine species are harmed every year by pollution, especially plastic waste. Animals become entangled in discarded fishing gear or mistake plastic for food, often with deadly consequences. And it doesn't just harm wildlife. Pollution damages the habitats they rely on, affects navigation safety, and even poses a threat to human health through the food we eat. So, what's behind all this pollution? The biggest problem is plastic. Bottles, bags, straws, and microplastics are everywhere. But it doesn't stop there. Oil spills, chemical runoff, pesticides, and fertilizers also flow into our oceans, usually through rivers and drains. Agricultural waste and industrial chemicals fuel harmful algae blooms and contaminate marine ecosystems. Eventually, these pollutants find their way back to us in the seafood we eat and the water we rely on.
The impact of ocean pollution is widespread and dangerous. It destroys ecosystems, poisons marine life, and creates dead zones where no organisms can survive. When fish and shellfish absorb toxins, those toxins travel up the food chain and can end up on our plates. This isn't just about sea creatures. It's about our health, our environment, and the balance of life on Earth. The effects of ocean pollution can be immediate, like dead fish, coral bleaching, and contaminated seafood. But long-term consequences are even more alarming. Over time, plastic breaks into microplastics that stay in the water for centuries. Pollutants build up in ecosystems, disrupt food chains, and threaten the survival of entire species. As the ocean weakens, so does its ability to regulate our climate, putting the entire planet at risk. Ocean pollution also raises ethical questions. Should wealthy countries bear more responsibility since they produce more waste? Is it fair that developing nations suffer the worst effects of pollution they didn't cause? And what about future generations? Do we have a moral obligation to protect the oceans for them? These dilemmas remind us that ocean pollution isn't just an environmental issue, it's a human one too. To tackle the problem, we first need to understand it. Scientists are working hard to collect data using satellite images, ocean models, and pollution tracking systems. They study where waste is accumulating and how it affects marine life. The more we learn, the better equipped we are to fight back and protect ocean health. But solving ocean pollution isn't easy. One of the biggest challenges is that pollution often begins on land. It comes from cities, factories, and farms, carried by wind and water into the sea. And while the oceans connect us all, our laws don't. Without strong global cooperation and enforcement, real progress is slow and uneven.
The good news, people are starting to pay attention. Public awareness of ocean pollution, especially plastic, is growing fast. Social media, documentaries, and viral images have opened eyes around the world. More and more people are realizing how urgent the problem is and demanding action. Thankfully, efforts are already underway. Organizations like the Ocean Cleanup are using innovative technology to remove plastic from rivers and oceans. Governments are passing regulations to reduce single-use plastics. Local communities are organizing beach cleanups and education programs. Together, these efforts are making a difference, but we still have a long way to go. You might wonder, what can I do? The answer is a lot. You can reduce your plastic use, recycle properly, and choose reusable products. Support companies with sustainable practices, spread awareness in your community, and vote for leaders who take environmental action seriously. Every small step helps, and when millions of people take small steps, the impact is huge.
Long-term change requires more than just individual action. We need to rethink how we produce, use, and dispose of plastic. Governments must invest in better waste management. Companies must design eco-friendly products, and we all need to shift toward more sustainable habits. Solving ocean pollution isn't a quick fix, but it is possible if we all work together. Our oceans are powerful, beautiful, and essential to life, but they're in danger, and they need our help. If we all do our part, as individuals, communities, and nations, we can turn the tide on ocean pollution. Let's protect our oceans, not just for today, but for generations to come, because the ocean gives us life, and it's time we return the favor.